So welcome back to another modern house tutorial. This one is a little bigger than normal. It's a pretty large modern house, but nonetheless, I've made it really easy to follow and hopefully you'll be building this in no time. So without further ado, let's get straight into this modern house tutorial. So the first step for us to build our house is to find out which way we want to build it. If we want our house, our doors to be facing the front way, like this of course, we need to make sure that when we start our house, we place our virtual doors. Now the virtual doors is where our doors are going to virtually be. This location isn't correct, but it's just a representation of which way the house is going to face. So now what we need to do is we need to firstly get our grey concrete blocks, and we need to build up by 9 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. And then we're going to go across 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in total, that is the structure that we should have built. What now we're going to do is add our glass blocks along here, like this. There we go. And we're going to basically add glass panes all in the middle of this house. There we go, as you can see. So now once we built this, we're going to build this structure and we're going to build it all the way back by going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're going to do the same on this side. So now that we've done that, we need to basically extend these out, as you can see. So we're going to extend these out and we're going to do the same frame. So we're going to build the same frame that we built at the front, at the back. So now once we build the frame at the front and the back, on the sides here, we're going to be adding our grey concrete. That's done. All we need to do is along the middle bit here, we're just going to fill it in. So now that that is done, that is basically the first part of the house. So the next step for us to do is to now build the rest of the house. So we're going to go to this part of the house right here. We're going to count up 1, 2, 3. And then on the 4th block is where we're going to place our white concrete. And we're going to extend this out by 6 blocks. So it's already done by 1. So we're going to go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. And then we're going to go up here again. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the 4th one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now with this wall, what we want to do is you want to extend this out all the way until here. And then the same along here. And then now, we want to make sure that we fill in this area. So we're going to go here also and fill in this area. And now we need to fill in both the top and bottom parts of this house. So now that that is done, we're going to get our wood block and then we're going to place our block right here. 3 blocks. And then we're going to get our glass and we're going to build all the way around this part of the house. Now I'm going to add the glass all the way around here. So as you can see, that is the first / second part of what the house should now look like. Now what we need to do is we're going to continue on this build. So we're going to come to this side and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to build out by 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. We're going to do the same 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fourth one 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks. So that is what it should look like. Now what we need to do is we need to get this part here. And we need to extend this part out by around 17 blocks. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So now let's do the same for the top part here. And as you can see, that basically outlines where this house is going to be. So what we now need to do is we now need to add the rest of the back of the house. So in order to do that, we're going to build across here. And then we're going to build across here too. And then we're going to extend this out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 blocks. And then we're going to do the same here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then we're going to drag this all the way back. And then now we're going to join this up. And the same thing we did here on the bottom, we're going to do on the top. I'm also going to do this here. So now what we need to do is both the bottom and the top areas, we both need to fill them in with white concrete, which I'm going to do now. So now as you can see that this is done, all we need to do is we now need to add the glass that needs to be in this house, and then we need to do some lengths, okay? So first is first, what we're going to do is we're going to firstly add ourselves the glass blocks. So we're going to come starting right over here, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, and then we're going to build this up. And we're also going to place 3 pillars of wood here. And then what we're going to do with this glass is we're going to take this glass all the way over until this block right here. So we're going to count firstly, what we need to do before we get confused is we're firstly going to count from here. We're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the fourth block, we're going to build up with quartz or white concrete. So now what we need to do is we're going to build the wood, 2 blocks. And then we're going to add the glass along here. And just make sure we fill in the glass at the top part as well. So as you can see right here, so far everything is looking very good. All we need to do now is we need to do the back part of the house. Now with the back side of the house, all we need to do is add ourselves some wood and add ourselves some glass. So mainly we're going to be adding wood all the way around the back part of the house. Like this. And we're going to do that all the way up until this block right here, where we're going to once again add quartz. And we're going to make sure we add a quartz wall here. There we go. So now all we need to do is just build up the wood again. So as you can see, this is how the house should look right now. The next stage for us is to actually make sure that at the back of the house, we can actually add some windows. You don't have to do this, but this is the detail that's going to make your house stand out and look really nice and modern. So, other than the corners, we're going to count inwards 2 blocks, and then we're going to place some glass. And then we're going to do the same from this side. And then we're going to leave it there. And on this part, we're going to count in 2 blocks. And then I'm going to place some glass again. And I'm going to do the same from this side. So as you can see in the middle here, you could also add some glass if you wanted, or you could extend out the glass if you wanted also. Now that the majority of the house is done, the next part to do is the basement of the house. So we're going to go ahead by adding out the balcony. We're just adding 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and then we're just extending it. And then now what we need to do is we need to get ourselves some glass panes and go around the edge of this. So now as you can see, the top half of the build is done. And now we are going to do the bottom half of the build. And the bottom half of the build, it's only really this area that has any building and this pool area that we'll be building after. So on this side, we're going to build this wall down like so. And then we're going to extend this wall out. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get ourselves some oak doors. And then we're going to come to this point right here where the wood is. We're going to count over 1, 2, 3. And on the third one down here is where we're going to place our door. And then we're going to place another door next to it. So that is where your door should be. And then now we know exactly where the rest of everything is. So around this door frame, I'm going to place some wood. And then the next thing to do is add another wood here. And then add wood on the other side of this like so. All we have to do now here is add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks of glass. Build it up. And then do the same along here. And now what you want to do is add some glass in this area here. So we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4. And then when it comes to this corner area, we're going to be adding some wood. And then we're going to add some more glass right here also. In fact, it's actually supposed to go back 1. So let's do that again. Just like this. So that is how the bottom part of the house is supposed to look. And now we're just left with the other parts of the house. So the next part of the house to do is to get some cobblestone fences. And then once we have these cobblestone fences, we're going to use these cobblestone fences to build this part of the house right here. So what we need to do here is come to the corner of the house and then build these cobblestone fences going down. And then we want to build another one here. And then I'm going to go all the way to the edge and build another one here. And I'm going to build another one here. So now you can see there that the cobblestone fences look like they're holding up that part of the house. So the next stage for us is to actually make sure that we build the pool area of the house, which is going to be very easy to build. So in order to do that, we want to come over to this part of the house here. And we want to start by destroying this area until we see that it lines up with this. And we want to place quartz here. And the next thing we want to do is destroy this all the way until it goes over here. As you can see, and then just stopping once it reaches this area here. So now once you've had this area, we want to make sure that we take this quartz and we continue going all the way back around the house. Like this. Going all the way back. And then once we see that it lines up with this, we want to make sure that we also have it over here. So now that that is done, this back area from the bottom, what we can do is we can simply do exactly what we did on top on the bottom. So I'm just going to be copying what's at the top on the bottom. So now that that is done, the back of your house should look something like this. And yeah, those are just some mistakes I made. So as you can see, the back of the house should look like that. The next thing to do is to make sure we add ourselves our pool and add ourselves our sunbeds. So this entire area here, what we're going to want to do, all the grass inside this area. So now that that's done, the next step for us is to change this area inside here. All of it, we want all of it to be white concrete or quartz. So as you can see, now that that is done, we then just need to add ourselves a pool area and add ourselves our sunbeds. Now, in order for us to add ourselves a pool area, we just want to make sure we add our sunbeds first. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves oak stairs, and then we're going to go ahead and get ourselves oak slabs. This is what we're going to be using to make our pool area. So we're going to start on the edge here, and then we're going to add, actually, we're going to start with our leaves first, because it's much easier to do this with the leaves. So if we take our leaves and we start by building across here like this, and then we come across the edge here and we continue building our leaves like this, we want to go all the way around the house with these leaves like this. So you want to make sure we go all the way around the house, all the way. Now that you can see that we've done the leaves, we can see that exact area where we need to place our sunbeds. So we're going to start here, and we're going to go across one, and then we're going to place our sunbeds like this, and then we're going to leave a 2-block gap in between each one. Doing this. So next thing that we want to do now is add ourselves a pool. So in order for us to add a pool, we want to start right here, and we want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we want to go all the way across here until this sunbed, and then we want to just knock out this entire area here. So in this pool area, we want to make sure that we fill this all with quartz. And now that is done, we want to make sure we add ourselves some glowstone in the pool itself. And then we want to make sure we add some actual water so the pool actually fills up. So I'm going to add some glowstone on every other block, like this, on either side of the pool, so that we actually have lighting within the pool. And now I'm going to add water into the pool, just like that. So now that that is done, the house is pretty much complete. The only thing left for you to really do now is to decide what you want on the inside of the house and make sure that you enjoy it. The last steps to completing the house is going to be to getting ourselves this door, and then opening this up right here. And as you can see, once this area is open, we can place a set of doors or we can leave it completely open. It's entirely up to you. I would recommend adding wood on either side like this, and then just placing a door right here. And then we have an easy way to enter this part of the house. So that is going to be it for today's tutorial. If you did enjoy the video, do not forget to leave a like, do not forget to subscribe. Until next time, I'll see you soon.